Delta State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has responded to the All Progressives Congress over rumors of Governor Sheriff Oborevwori's alleged defection. There had been rumors that Oborevwori was planning to join the APC, which the governor had earlier dismissed in a statement by his chief press secretary, Mr. Festus Ahon. Recall that the APC, in a statement signed by its state publicity secretary, Mr. Valentin Onojegwo, and made available to journalists in Asaba, the Delta State capital on Thursday, addressed rumors about Oborevwori's alleged plans to join their party, labeling it as speculation. Reacting to the statement, a member of the PDP and State Commissioner for Information, Dr. Ifeanyi Osuoza, in a statement on Saturday in Asaba, described the APC as a party suffering from incontinence and cannot help itself. Osuoza sharply criticized the APC's reaction, accusing them of relying on unfounded claims rather than facts. He pointed out the APC's apparent unease with the governor's rising political stature and the increasing support for his leadership. The statements read, "When an institution that is expected to conduct itself based on informed facts begins to act and react based on speculation or rumor, we must see that something must have gone wrong with its medulla, its core. It's therefore no wonder that, acting through its state publicity secretary, Valentin Onojegwo, the Delta State chapter of the All Progressives Congress allowed itself to issue a public statement, as recently reported, in reaction to what Onojegwo himself termed speculations that His Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori is seeking to defect to the APC. Deflated, they resigned with the hope of relaunching the bid in 2027. But the responsible, inclusive leadership style and sterling performance being delivered by Oborevwori is already assuring his return. At the same time, showing them that they will suffer even more disgraceful defeats in 2027. He said. Osuoza added that APC's condition was worsened by the acknowledgement of Oborevwori's outstanding performance and rising profile in the national political sphere, stressing that why would Delta APC not pee in the pants when President Bola Tinubu has come publicly to acknowledge, describe and commend Oborevwori as a governor for all. In comparison, in the last election, the Delta APC paraded a candidate that President Tinubu would never associate with to trade off his long and hard-earned reputation as a Democrat. But perhaps the most woeful betrayal of irresponsibility by the Delta APC is in their inability to understand why Governor Oborevwori has called for public support and hugely collaborating with the Tinubu administration to ensure the success of the ongoing socio-economic reform. So that's quite a long read, Upaka. And I'd like to get your take as regards, PDP slamming APC about rumors of sheriff's defection to APC. Let's get your thoughts on that.
I guess these things, we're in 2025 now.
All right.
And so, as they say, we're already in a political season. And then, as they say, you have 4 years, and then 2 years is mainly for governance, and then the rest 2 years are for politics. So we're going to see more of this. Indeed, I do not know whether to say we have really seen much of governance.
Mm-hmm.
There's been too much politicking in this country,
okay,
if you ask me, from the federal to the state and down to the local government. I think people, our leaders are doing too much of politics than governance. But this one coming from the state, the party angle, what do you expect? That's all they are there for, to continue to politic. But to get to the arena of speculation, and then again you are wondering why, how come? Why are they picking on the governor? Is there anything he has done or is doing to suggest that he is likely to move over? Of course, the APC is pushing, and the well-meaning people are saying look, we don't want to get this country to a one-party state. And that it is better and best for us as a people and for democracy to have plurality of opinions and of voices. So to get all of us into one basket will not go well for our country.
All right.
And we continue to hear this rumors, if you like, at least at this level, still in the arena of speculation. But having said that, I think that the PDP needs to do more to put its house in order. Because it is, you cannot say, the mere fact that we don't want a one-party state is not to suggest that others can afford to behave anyhow and expect that people would remain. But I am wondering whether the APC is even better in terms of organization, in terms of whatever,
in terms of governance
than
as well.
the PDP.
All right.
I doubt. But the only edge they have is that they are occupying the federal government, and people continue to talk about the federal might and whatever they are doing to capture every other state that is not yet APC.
Okay, so I once had a guest on my show, and he talks about the rumors, that in every rumors of defection, in every rumors when it comes to political parties, that there's one atom of truth in every rumor. Do you agree with that?
In other endeavors, in other areas of life, I might say yes, but in politics, especially the Nigerian brand,
all right,
sometimes there may not be any atom of truth.
Okay.
There may not be, and then they just want to test the waters. They just want to continue to rabble-rouse, to raise dust, and then see how, get to destabilize the opponent and see how much of political gain they will get. Sometimes these things are clearly manufactured. A lot of things we have seen, a lot of things are happening. People can get into a particular place, and then before you know it, they take snapshots. They may have been there on a different level altogether. And people go and take snapshots, and before you know it, it's out there in the public, in the social media, and then being captioned as, these two people now working together. One is now begging the other for one thing or the other. It's happening, and they are clear fabrications. So at the moment, these people do all manner of things, and the atom of truth here, I do not know, because they have not substantiated. It's not just enough to come out to say this person is this. The question is, at the material time, as much as I have said that, yes, the PDP needs a lot to do, at the material time, I think Oborevwori is very comfortable in Delta State. So whatever anybody will think that is threatening his position, I don't see it. I'm yet to see it. If they talk about Ibori, I probably will want to consider it. And I do not know how much of a stronghold Ibori has on Oborevwori as to say that he would want to make him think otherwise. But I think, if you ask me, Oborevwori, I think he should be comfortable in how many governors do we have in the PDP, and if they all have to, we've had these rumors in Plateau. Mofuangi was also at some point outed to because at the material time, actually, there's something that is also maybe fueling these.
I was actually coming to that. Yes, I was actually coming to that to ask, what do you think might be fueling the speculations from the APC, to the PDP as regards this? So maybe you would want to talk more on that.
Yes, what's actually fueling it is this issue of PDP governors always in their, at least in their openly, if not in their rhetoric or in their statements, trying to pacify, trying to align with the Tinubu government, saying they support the government and all of that. So it is not far-fetched for people to think that okay, if you support this federal government this much and you belong to a different party that also should be vying for that same position, if you do it, there's a level you do it, people begin to think that probably you're beginning to think twice. On the other hand, are you afraid of the federal might? Are you thinking that if you do not join, they probably will use the federal might to take it? And a lot of things are happening. It has happened in Edo State, and people are wondering how that is. Today is still, a subject of controversy as to the outcome of that election, what happened and what didn't happen. And if that be so, politicians being who they are after retaining their seats, and whatever it will take to do that, even if it means sometimes defecting or even taking back their vomit, they do, just to protect their seats. So I think these are some of the things that are fueling it. Too many, I have not seen a lot of it. PDP governors and almost all of them trying to, maybe they want to secure their positions, they want to be politically correct, they want to think that, and a lot of them are saying, oh, when it comes to presidency, they support Tinubu and all that, and they come and they sing his praises, irrespective of what the party itself is saying. Now, the party PDP is singing a different song, and the governors who ought to be pushing that agenda are not exactly in tandem totally with the position of their party. And this is apparent in the statements they issue.
Do you also think that this extension is particularly aiming at 2027?
Clearly. That's what it is. It's 2027 politics, and that's why I say from 2025, we say 2 years governance, and then you can be sure that the next 2 years, and here we are 2025, we're going to see more of this going forward. They will up the ante, and they will begin to do little of governance and more of politicking, aligning and realigning just for their personal interest. And that is unfortunate, because at the end of the day, governance will suffer and the people of the country will pay the brunt.